Stocks sure are breaking out heading into the end of the year, guys. My goodness, we hit another all-time high today. Not for the Dow. Actually, the Dow might have hit an all-time high today as well, but the NASDAQ hit a fresh all-time high today after not hitting all-time highs for about 2 years at this point. So we're going to break down the NASDAQ, the Dow, the S&P, and the Russell in this video, the indexes in other words, and we're also going to break down some other stocks, and we're going to focus on Walmart and Affirm. We got some news around Affirm today, which is a buy now, pay later stock, and we're going to break down my thoughts on buy now, pay later, which, to be honest, guys, I'm not a big fan of it. We're going to break down everything that's going on in this video. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and guys, you might as well follow me on X at Stocks Talk Stocks, link down below. You might as well do that. And with that being said, cheers, let's dive right into the video. So it's currently about 3:45 p.m. on the East Coast. So in other words, the markets are about to close in about 10-15 minutes from now, and we have all the indexes, especially the Russell, guys. My goodness, the Russell's up a lot. We have all the indexes in the green. The NASDAQ's up 0.3, S&P's up around 0.4, 0.5, Dow's up around 0.5%, and we have the Russell up not 0.5%, not 1%, not 1.5%, guys. It is up 2% on the day, as we have the VIX down about 1%. I believe last I checked, metals were up. Gold's up around 0.6, and we have silver up over 1%. So yeah, pretty green day across the board today, guys. And we have SPY breaking out here on the 5-day, 5-minute, as if it wasn't already breaking out. Now it's breaking out even further. We have this ascending triangle that we called out. I believe this was yesterday, right? That's playing out. We hit a fresh high here at 474.55 just about 5 minutes ago. And on the 20-day chart, you guys can see the breakout even better. And on the 4-hour time frame, now you guys can see we're at another 52-week high on SPY, but not quite yet at all-time highs, which who knows if we'll hit the all-time high, which is about what, $5-6 away before the end of the year. Will we do it on SPY? I don't know. But what I do know is Triple Q hit an all-time high today, guys, which was hit at, let's see, what was it again? 408.94. And if you guys didn't know, last time we hit an all-time high on Triple Q, which is the NASDAQ 100, in other words, guys, the tech-heavy index here, last time was in November of 2021, right? Yep, November 2021 right here. Then we saw a huge dip. I was buying a bunch of stocks here. I'm sure you guys were as well. A lot of red in 2022. And now we've seen a crazy rebound in 2023. And will it continue in 2024? A lot of people believe so. Goldman Sachs thinks the S&P 500 is going to hit 5,100, which in other words means the NASDAQ's going to break out as well and go up a bunch too. So will we go up? I think there's a good chance we do, at least in the beginning of the year, considering the markets are still kind of pricing in rate cuts. Now, what would completely destroy and squash the dreams of the markets right now would be if Jerome Powell next meeting was like, maybe we're not going to be as aggressive with the rate cuts, inflation's coming back hot. What if we get a CPI report that's hot? Who knows? Maybe the Fed turns a bit more hawkish, right? They were pretty dovish last meeting. It could flip, guys, and that could be priced in quickly in the stock market, or at least cause some selling in the short term. I mean, guys, let's be honest. If we had a hawkish Fed for a month or two or a couple months, that could crush the stock market right now, as it's clearly pricing in. I mean, everybody knows rate cuts are coming. This is clearly getting priced in right now, obviously, right? And is it fully priced in? I don't know. There might be more juice left in early 2024 in this rally. That's what a lot of people are thinking, and honestly, I'm thinking that at this point as well. Although we could see some rockiness, I wouldn't be surprised if we did see some selling potentially in January, a little bit of rockiness in January, February, as we did have a crazy November, December, and honestly, it's been up even more since that. I mean, the whole year has been crazy, right? But a really crazy last couple of months. So we might see a bit of rockiness, but maybe March it starts taking off, or February. I don't really know. But either way, We're about to break out to maybe 410, 415, 420 here on Triple Q, and SPY, of course, almost at all-time highs. The Dow's almost there as well at another one. Yeah, we just hit it. Well, it's been there for a couple of days, but we just hit another all-time high at 37.5, and the Russell's the only one that's not too close, or is pretty far away from all-time highs. All-time highs were 24.58 on the Russell, it looks like, right? And now it's at 2022, 2023 points, although it is breaking out on the 4-hour chart. We're not quite near those all-time highs yet. We're still about 20% away, which who knows, maybe on a really good year on the Russell, it could hit that. Maybe next year. I don't know what some targets are for the Russell from these big institutions, right? I don't know. But, it has a ways to go. Let's put it that way. So that's a quick rundown here on the markets, guys. Let me quickly pull up some stocks right now, starting off with Affirm, which is up around, 15.5% right now. And clearly it's still down massively from where it was in 2021, where it hit 176. Now it's at $50. But either way, guys, look, this stock is up massively over the last couple of months. It looks like back in May it was at $8.80, which is just unbelievable, and now it's at $50. So it's pretty much 4 or 5x. In other words, about 450% in the span of the last couple of months. And now again, it's up 15% on the day after we got news that Walmart is going to be expanding their partnership, which Walmart stock I doubt is moving today on this news at least. It's up 0.4%. It's probably not even, it's not. I mean, I could tell you for sure it's not related to Affirm. That obviously helps Affirm stock way more than it does Walmart. But either way, it's a mutual partnership, beneficial for both parties, but it reflects more in Affirm stock. Clearly, it's up 15% on the day. So let me actually pull up this article and show you guys. So check it out, guys. This headline here reads, let me actually put my phone to the side here. It's actually in the way. Sorry about that, guys. So we can see here Affirm offers to buy, or not to buy. Affirm offers buy now, pay later, obviously, loans at Walmart self-checkout. So that's the big news here. And again, they're expanding their existing partnership here. They already had a partnership, I believe, since 2019, if I'm not mistaken on that. But you guys can see here as we go through the article a little bit, now they're looking to have their buy now, pay later loans for the first time at self-checkout kiosks at more than 4,500 Walmart U.S. stores. And that sent the stock up 16%. And buyers of at least $144 of products at Walmart, except for groceries, can divide payments over 3 to 24 months through Affirm. A spokesperson said financing is limited to $4,000. Oh my God, $4,000, guys. And after scanning purchases at Walmart's self-checkout kiosks, shoppers need to log onto Affirm's app or website and enter details, including the last 4 digits of their social security number, yada, 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 yada. And the crazy stat here, let's see here, guys. Let's come down here a little bit. It looks like shoppers are increasingly delaying payments as U.S. credit card balances hit record highs and defaults rise. Buy now, pay later services account for 5% of e-commerce payments globally and are forecasted to rise to 6% by 2026. Actually, not that much, honestly. 6% is still a lot, I guess you can say. But I thought it'd raise or increase more than that. I don't know. We'll see. There goes the markets closing, guys, 4 p.m. And the number of customers opting for buy now, pay later soared to 42.5% on Cyber Monday from a year ago, with shopping worth $940 million going through this mode of payment, which is just unfreaking believable, guys. And this goes to show the weakness in the American consumer, not the weakness in the American consumer, of the American consumer financially, right? It's clear. I mean, more and more people are opting for buy now, pay later. Why is that? Well, it's because more and more people are in debt. Credit card debts at all-time highs. Student loans are back. Yeah, guys, remember those student loan payments you had? Yeah, those are back, and they're crushing Americans right now. And me and my buddy at the gym yesterday were talking about this, and we were talking about how, people didn't have that payment for 2-3 years, right? Whatever it may be, that student loan payment, $300, $500, $700, maybe more than that. I don't know. People didn't have that, so it was out of their budget, right? And now it's they went on like, oh, I don't have that payment anymore. Let me spend that money on something else. And their budget pretty much, they essentially replaced that item, the student loan, with something else, more food out or more drinking on the weekends or whatever, right? So now that payment is back and their budget includes all these other expenses, right? They're like, holy crap, I don't make enough money now to pay for all these other expenses on top of the student loan that I was missing. And that's screwing a lot of people now, and that's pushing them towards buy now, pay later and other forms of financing, right? Which, again, this goes to show the weakness in the consumer and the fact that the economy might not be in a such a great place at this point in time. But yeah, overall, guys, that is pretty interesting. And think about that student loan thing there. Again, a lot of people were just blowing that money instead of saving it to the side or paying the student loan while it was 0% interest. They just blew that extra money, and inflation went up like crazy. That's made it harder for the average American to survive, right? So their spending had to increase anyway because cost of living increased. Now the student loans back. It's just a freaking disaster right now. Let's just put it that way, guys. And yeah, buy now, pay later. It does offer some short-term support, I guess you can say, for the consumer, but it also influences them, in my opinion, to make stupid purchases like, oh, I need this TV. I can afford it because I can afford 24 payments of $12 a month or something like that, right? I just think if you can't afford something outright, don't buy it at all. But I understand as well, there's people that can't afford to live and they have to use buy now, pay later on groceries. If you're doing that, if you have to do that, it is what it is at that point, right? That's actually a decent, useful, way to use this company's products. But for the most part, guys, let's be honest. I mean, come on. People are buying TVs or Xboxes or crap they don't need and stretching the payment out. And this is putting more and more Americans into deeper and deeper debt. And yeah, that's just the reality of the matter here. In my opinion, at least. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be talking out of my you-know-what. But for me, I don't like this company. It's not like I hate them or, I'm going to go and boycott their office or anything like that, but I'm not a big fan of it. It's like, all right, it's like I don't want to invest in something like that personally. I don't know about you, but that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So, yeah, I guess it's good for the stock in the short term. Awesome, great. It's up 15%, but it's screwing over a lot of Americans time and time again, every single day. I know it's not a firm's fault. It's the Americans' fault because they can't stop. Not me. Actually, I hate spending money on crap. But a lot of Americans, let's be honest, we do spend money, and some spend more money than others. Let's just put it that way, guys. We'll leave it at that. So, yeah, the next company here, which I rambled on a lot on Affirm and Walmart, we might have to cut this video a little short, but Enphase is breaking out. We'll run through these rapid fire in under 2 minutes. Let's do it here, guys. Enphase is breaking out of 128, which that was resistance for a couple of months, really, ever since, looks like here the end of August. So we're breaking out of that. It's up 9% today. Very big move on Enphase. Now it's at 135. So keep your eyes on that momentum to see if that continues. Las Vegas Sands is another one, LVS, which looks like we have a cup and handle. All right, cup and handle right here. And we're approaching a massive, massive resistance at about $49.80, $50. And we're actually making higher lows kind of into that resistance. So let's see what we do at $50 per share. Let me set my alert there right now. Mark is at or above $50 per share. LVS is quite interesting. C3AI is also breaking out today. Ticker symbol AI. This is up about 5.5%, taking out the highs here from the last couple of weeks. It looks like the last month, really, where we've been struggling at about $30-$31. Today we ripped all the way up to about almost $34. $33.90 in the morning. So keep your eyes on this breakout. C3AI looking pretty good over the last couple of weeks. And the last one here, guys, is Disney, ticker symbol DIS. We do have some buyers coming in at the 50 moving average here. We are noticing, maybe an inverse head and shoulders kind of right here, more of a cup and handle, honestly. But either way, let's see if Disney does start pushing mid 90s again. That's kind of the breakout spot. $95, $96. Let me set my alert there now. Mark is at or above $95. I'll do another one at $96. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. And do not forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. Fund your account at least $100. You get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000. And fund your account at least $1,000. On top of those 5 stocks, you get 10 more stocks, each of those up to $2,000 as well. So 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. Use that Moomoo link down below. And feel free to check out my Patreon as well if you guys want to be a part of the portfolio, see my updates throughout the day, you want to see my chart breakdowns, all that good stuff, Discord access, that's on Patreon, link down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.